What's going on, guys? My name is SC King, and I'm here with a review for you. So I saw Escape Room. This was the first movie released this year, directed by Adam Robitel. This movie is about a group of people who go to an escape room. They have a chance to win $10,000. They're all contacted via these strange puzzle boxes, and they solve them, and they arrive to the building to go through the escape room. They all want to win, and then things start going awry, and they realize these are life or death stakes, and people can die, and people do die in this movie. This is an interesting film. It's a PG-13 horror film, death trap film, similar in some ways to Cube and Saw, but it's also an almost bloodless film, and I think that might have put some people off that that people do die in this movie, but there's no gore to go along with it. I was fine with that because I think that actually helps the movie, because we have movies like Saw and Cube and all these other films. It separates itself by having to, in a lot of ways, be more clever and effective in other ways, since there's no gore to go along with it. And I read some interesting things about this movie, and I heard a lot of people they liked it okay, and then the ending just threw them off of it. And in some ways I disagree. For what this movie is, a January horror film, I don't have any expectations. And for being one that I saw, I was pretty entertained all the way throughout. It's got very solid direction as far as getting the audience invested in these tense situations. And as they go from each room, and each room is designed, I think, very well, that we're really interested in these traps and how they're going to get out of them. I think it's pretty clever for the first few rooms. I do agree that by the time it gets to the end, when the big reveal happens, that, everybody's not gonna go for it. I didn't know where they were going with it. By the time that they got there, it did get a little more silly, but I didn't think it didn't ruin my enjoyment of the film. I mean, maybe it got a lot more silly, but I was fine with it. I still enjoyed the journey. I liked the characters enough. It's this group of characters who are very different. They're not friends, in all aspects. They shouldn't be together. They butt heads on a lot of things, but there's a lot of times when they do realize the gravity of the situation, they're trying to work together, even though their personalities are so opposed. And there's some really great performances. Deborah Ann Woll from Daredevil, she gives a great performance. Taylor Russell, who plays, in some ways, the movie's lead character, as a girl who's very socially awkward and inept sometimes. She does a great job with that. Logan Miller and Jay Ellis play their characters well. A lot of these people are more types than fully fleshed characters, but the movie does the best that it can to give you glimpses of their life and try to get you attached in some ways to the characters before the fate befalls them. And January is a dumping ground for films that most studios just don't believe in, or for just smaller films, and I enjoyed it enough. If you want a fun little mindless time at the movie, I've seen so much worth. So it's weird, but I'm going to say it is worth the money because it's entertaining. I would say keep your expectations low, but for going in with no expectations, I enjoyed what I saw, and I had a fun time with this escape room movie. So what is your favorite situational horror film? Let me know. Leave the comments below. Be sure to like and share, and thanks for watching Movies Cost Money.